So I literally just got up out of bed. I hadn't even done crap. Sick as a dog because I've been, what have we been through? Radiation attacks. Go ahead and tell
Radiation
them. I am being biomedically trafficked,
gas,
gassed, poisoned,
radiated
with
EMF,
lasers, ultrasound, infrasound, followed.
tracked by your device.
You're tracked by your devices. If you're a gain stalked individual, I hate to tell y'all, all of y'all been hooked up to the quantum D wave since 1996.
When they're making clones out of each and every one of us.
Oh, say that a little louder.
They're making clones for each and every one of us, and you become an avatar on their game.
Tell them about Cloud9 and the programmer that I guarded that's now trying to kill us.
The
Go ahead.
programmer for
Here.
Microsoft is Kristen Sherman.
Yep,
She works with Bill Gates.
And she has
She's-
hooked everybody up, and she's torturing and traumatizing us. It's true.
It's the dark ops of CIA, from what I think,
It's true.
and Kristen Sherman is operating it.
And we are on headsets. We are being.
You can hear her. I've heard her in the past, in the distance, telling people how to do this, that, and the other, like a teacher. She's
Tell
teaching.
them about the life insurance
people.
taken out on us. Let's go ahead and expose her.
Here.
Come on. I've had life insurance taken out on me. I had someone cut. Hmm?
You can really hear her teaching these people.
Yeah. So I had someone show up at my front door, tell me that I missed a delivery, and what they're doing is putting you on the OFAC list, which is domestic terrorist, when you're not on purpose.
False allegations.
False allegations, and then they hire DOD contractors with their headphones and devices, and they get your bioinformatics, your breathing, your insulin, your O2, but they torture you also. They're using ham operators that meet every Monday night in a tower at the Methodist Church, is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Writing skits of how to traumatize us, entrap us, get us falsely arrested.
It was told they meet every other Monday as well in costumes to go over their weekly, every 2 week plan of what they're doing, and they meet with costumes to hide their identity. It's Illuminati.
It's Illuminati, and your panda head is used.
and I see.
Used to torment kids and traffic kids. I got you. The FBI has been informed.
I seen them. In
You
my
will
room.
not kill any more people that I love. And the person that I went to Atlanta to save that night, I know you're watching. I'm sick. Sick. That's not mine here. Hold. I was holding somebody's stuff. Sick.
Cigarette.
Yeah. Sick. Trying to save your life and chase 3 snipers, 3 out of your neighborhood, and told you they want to kill you. There's a $300,000 bounty, and they want to traffic your child and sacrifice her. Please tell her, Lizzie, what they
It's
want.
contract killers.
It's contract killers.
Contract snipers.
And I begged my friend in Atlanta to listen to me. Did I not?
Yep.
Did I wreck my car trying to help?
Yep. You're into
Am I one step away from being in the hospital?
Yeah, you're sick.
And all they could do was no, 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 making head signs for help. I promise you, all of you that are trafficking both of us, and taking her kids,
Lying, saying I'm abuser.
and she's not, I know
got
this
way
woman.
Too many character witnesses.
They want our organs. They're trying to kill us.
Child Protective Services has been trafficking children for years in the state of Alabama.
And DHR is after me before helping her. Someone made a false report. Miss Cantrell, Miss Sherman, if you have been making false reports, you're going to prison. Understand you have dementia now and that you're not taking your medicine and you are just terrorizing
Organic brain syndrome.
people. This is for the FBI. Your Edward County is gang stalking using they're using headphones and drones
To the law enforcement that
are doing this.
that claimed that Christian was a U.S. terrorist, I'm here to identify. And
She is.
To state she is a U.S. terrorist.
I'm not going to be hunted by you, darling, and all your contractors and your addicts and your Satanists.
And
I've already
Kristen,
turned you in.
Kristen, I know you're watching. You're a vile individual. I
Vile.
respected you. I loved you.
Peeing and
I
shitting in
cared for
people's
you.
mouths.
I humbled myself to you.
Sucking off black men and spitting their cum in their face.
You're a disgrace to law
Who the
enforcement.
hell
if
are
you're on top
you?
of a law enforcement, you're a disgrace.
Disgrace. And you're killing people
You used to
for
inspire
profits.
me, but you don't
For
inspire me
profits.
anymore.
You're taking out life insurance and setting people up for false crimes. This woman had a weapon of mine for 6 months. It got stolen. I couldn't even get a. Did you see what she wrote? What did it look like? A 3-year-old?
Yeah.
They're trying to kill. I
She
want
put
y'all to.
some big words in it, but it was just around. It was like a ring around the mulberry bush.
I want you to know. We
I
know
read
what's
it.
going on. We know what's going on, and we've left enough evidence to the FBI. Senate Intelligence is who I reported this to. Senator Warner is who I report
We're
to.
aware that y'all have people going in these places and working as DHR
Yeah.
investigators, police
And
officers,
postmen, and they're
Postmen,
tell them about the
FedEx.
cooks. Tell them about the Imprese cooks.
What?
They're putting nano and they're poisoning people in the restaurants. She's
Oh,
hiring them.
They're putting powder. They call it powder.
Powder.
In people's foods is the nano powder, nano dust. They're putting in people's food at the Mexican restaurant Villa Fiesta in Gadsden, Alabama.
And she told me not to eat at Mexican restaurant because they were killing people and feeding them to you out of her own mouth. Anything else we want to say on film while we're running for our life and trying to save people who won't
to the
talk
FBI
to you?
group that's been
Miss
supposed to-
Slavic.
supposed to be bringing justice over the behalf of the U.S. domestic terrorists, I suggest you do so.
I suggest you go take that whole town, the sheriff, the DAs, the judges, because guess what they're doing? You know what they're doing? They're organ harvesting and killing our children and shipping them to China.
Etowah County's courthouse is putting false charges on parents to take their children. I am a victim of a lot of Etowah County's DHR and court system.
The Reed House, stealing children, putting them on meth and taking their kids, setting them up for drugs.
Skylar Kennedy with the false charges and roughed me up, put bruises all over my body with me being a lumbar
Not-
spondylosis patient.
It's
You're-
not liable if you tell the truth. We're running for our lives. No one will help us. And the one person I went to that was keeping me grounded, there was a $300,000 hit. They already killed my best friend. And I went to warn you, and you and your husband would not talk to me. Was that normal? Anything about that normal?
No, because if someone came to me telling me that there was dangerous people around my home and they are aware of it, I would be like, can you explain me? Help me.
Help me,
protect
help me, help me. I drove, literally chased 3 snipers, gang members, Impreses away from your house. I also called your police department and told them that Impreses want some organ harvesting sacrifices to please add protection in your neighborhood.
I've had
They
Mexicans.
said you'd have to call.
I've had Mexicans after me for 10 years off and on. And what they want to do is steal children and they want their sacrifice. These people are, there's a group from Tamaulipas, Matamoros, Mexico, and I don't care if y'all wetbacks hear me.
I
At
don't
this
care
point,
if you wetbacks. We're not scared of you. I'm trained.
I'm not against Hispanic people, but I'm going to tell you something. If you're going to mistreat an individual the way that y'all Hispanics do and carry weapons on your body on my private property in Asheville,
They used
you're
to
a wetback.
They used to tap on her trailer. Tell them what they used to say to your children.
Come out, wherever you are.
Come out, wherever you are tapping.
Telling me
Because
that
they
were
wanted to
there.
sacrifice them.
Telling me that they were there for their sacrifice because my mother was no good. They're the Mexicans that are connected to the identity theft of my mother's Social Security. And I'm here to tell you, I'm not your damn sacrifice.
Me neither. We don't consent. And the U.S. government, CIA, dark ops, that's torturing us through frequencies. This is exposure, and we don't care what happens to us, but we will not
Justice will prevail
Be.
regardless.
tortured. I'm being burnt. Show them my neck, back of my neck. Show them the burns. Show them the burns.
Wait a minute, I gotta turn the camera around. Where's the turnaround button?
There.
Oh,
It's taped. You're going to have to do it this way.
I'm gonna have to show it like this. The bumps, the heat bumps from the radiation.
They're lasering, they're attacking me. Look
It gives us
here.
little
Look at
bumps.
this.
It
They
gives
just, they
little-
just,
hard little bumps.
I'm being burned. Literally tortured. And they hire people that live around you to use devices. And when they talk real loud like this, listen. Y'all don't understand. The gang stalking is human trafficking.
When you're taking that app and putting it on your phone to push this button on these TI victims that's on the OFAC list,
They got you too. You're going to be dead. You're going to die before us because the loose ends. They're going to. You just put your whole family in the program by being a gang stalker. Tell them. Tell them what you observed in my neighborhood. What is going on? I can't even live in my home. Tell them what's going on in my house.
they're pouring chemicals all around the fence and all in the air and blowing it. They're putting chemicals in their motor and their truck and the oil part. A little bottle of chemicals. It's not oil because it's
It's
different
chemicals.
color.
You taste it.
And then they rev the motor and put it all in the air.
The lights. Let's talk
Vernon-
about Ginger on the lights next
Ginger
door.
had 3 lights out.
Three
She
beginning.
had 3 lights up when I got there. And then about 3 days after I was there, 4 days after I was there, she put up 2 more lights.
And now
a
we're
total of
both
5,
sick as a dog.
directed right at her house.
Radiation.
Not
Ginger
at the lady's
is going
yard,
to
but at
prison.
her house because it's up on a porch rail.
On the porch rail, pointed at my bedroom. And every neighbor now is directing
and then she
lights
has a big old blanket behind the lights to
with a
block the
Faraday
EMF.
shield, with a Faraday shield cloth.
Yes.
So my
yeah.
neighbors know what they're doing. You've been reported. TikTok, the FBI now is involved. I'm about to sue you and file Monday.
My first 3 days there, they didn't run the lights because you can't do this to
Other
people
people
when they have a
supposedly.
when they have a visitor, I mean, and but because we were investigating them, taking pictures of their camera,
Getting their
of
forensics,
of their
getting their
lights,
headsets.
of their lights, because we were taking pictures and recordings of their lights, they decided to start turning
torture.
on the lights. Because
torture.
$300,000 was placed on Facebook.
Yeah, in the Slavic, they didn't believe me.
Kristen, I want to do a number right here, but I can't do it. But you know
You're
what
going to go
I
to
wanna
prison
do.
or you're going to be in a mental
I got a little
hospital.
finger that wants to go up.
But Slavic, you better listen.
dirty.
Tell Slavic. You know who Slavic is. Tell her, Jennifer. Is this as serious as it gets?
This is one of the most heinous crimes I've ever heard in my entire life.
Does she need to be running by herself with headphones?
No, she does not.
Did
That's
you
not
and
safe.
I, as a remote viewer, see a white van grab her wearing a white shirt, tan yoga pants, with a cloth put over her face?
Yeah.
We did. And I drove, and now I could die because I'm so sick. My car's totaled. And I didn't have sleep for about 5 days, 6 days? How long were we?
You slept 2 or 3 hours each day. That was about
That was it. I'm exhausted. So if something happens to me, or I'm grabbed, or they say she's not stable, am I stable?
Yes.
I'm guarding, literally guarding, a whole family from a psychotic, sociopath, CIA, dark. Oh, did you get the forensics of the CIA dark operation?
No, because it didn't show up on it, but it did show up on the Wi-Fi.
So, we have forensic proof of what you're doing. All you little traffickers on their headsets, y'all gonna go to prison. And you will not kill her or her kids, and you will not kill the only friend the friend I thought I had is not a friend. She's involved. You don't make international signals for help and ring your. Well, how'd you do the hand? Show me. Stop, please. No, because you're working with Raytheon and you've been trafficking me, and everybody in your clientele is on the dark web being trafficked, and you won't talk to me.